Most people believe walking is the golden ticket to staying healthy after 70. Walk 10,000 steps, they say. Walk every day, they promise, and you'll age gracefully. But what if I told you that relying only on walking could actually be speeding up your body's decline instead of slowing it down? Here's the uncomfortable truth your doctor probably hasn't shared. Walking alone is creating a dangerous illusion of fitness, while your body quietly deteriorates in ways that matter most. While you're proudly counting steps, you're losing the very things that determine whether you'll live independently or become dependent on others. The seniors ending up in wheelchairs, suffering devastating falls, or losing their independence weren't couch potatoes. Many were dedicated walkers right up until everything changed. They thought they were doing everything right, but they were missing the 5 critical areas that truly determine how well you age. What you'll learn in this video will probably shock you because it goes against everything you've been told. But stick with me until the end, because the 5th point is something most doctors never mention, yet it could be the difference between thriving and merely surviving your golden years. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do and turn on notifications so you don't miss any life-changing content. If this video helps you today, type 1 in the comments. If you think we're wrong, type 0 so we know where we stand. Now, let's reveal what your body actually needs after 70. 1. Strength training, the one thing walking can never give you. Here's what nobody wants to admit. After 70, walking won't save your strength. In fact, it barely maintains it. While you're congratulating yourself on those daily walks, your muscle mass is vanishing at an alarming rate, and walking does almost nothing to stop it. The harsh reality? After age 30, you lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade. After 70, this loss accelerates dramatically. Walking uses the same muscles in the same way day after day, while the muscles you actually need for independence slowly waste away. Margaret thought she was incredibly fit at 72. She walked 6 miles every single day and felt proud of her dedication, until the morning she couldn't lift her own laundry basket. "I was devastated," she told me. "How could I be so active yet so weak?" The answer hit her hard. Walking is just repetitive leg movement. It doesn't challenge your muscles to grow stronger. It doesn't build the power you need to carry groceries, get up from chairs, or lift everyday objects. Margaret was cardiovascularly fit, but muscularly weak, a dangerous combination. Everything changed when Margaret added just 20 minutes of resistance training twice a week. Simple exercises with resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and light weights. Within 6 weeks, she felt stronger than she had in years. Want to test yourself right now? Try standing up from your chair without using your hands. Struggle with that? Your body is screaming for strength training, not more walking. The uncomfortable truth is this: you can walk all you want, but without resistance training, you're slowly losing the strength that keeps you independent, and once it's gone, it's incredibly hard to get back. If you're still watching and this is opening your eyes, comment 1 below to let me know you're here. 2. Balance training, what walking never teaches you. Walking keeps your legs moving, but here's what it doesn't do: improve your balance. And after 70, poor balance becomes a silent killer that most people never see coming. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in seniors. But here's the part that will shock you. Most of these falls happen to people who walked regularly. They thought they were protecting themselves, but walking on flat, predictable surfaces never challenged their balance systems. Think about it. When you walk, you're always moving forward on smooth ground. But real life happens on uneven sidewalks, in slippery bathrooms, while reaching for high shelves. Walking prepares you for none of these situations. James learned this the hard way at 75. He walked religiously every morning, felt great about his fitness, then fell stepping off a curb he'd navigated thousands of times. "It happened so fast I didn't even know what hit me," he said. "One second I was fine, the next I was on the ground with a broken wrist." James's wake-up call led him to balance training, standing on one foot while brushing his teeth, walking heel to toe down his hallway, practicing weight shifts. Simple exercises that walking never provided. Here's your reality check. Stand on one foot for 30 seconds. Use a wall for safety, not support. If you can't do this easily, you're at serious risk for falls, no matter how much you walk. The scary part? Balance deteriorates faster than strength if you don't train it. But the good news? It comes back quickly when you do. Walking won't save you from falls. Balance training will. Still with me? Comment 2 to let me know this is helping. 3. Flexibility, the missing piece. Walking ignores walking, moves your legs back and forth in one predictable pattern. Meanwhile, the rest of your body is slowly turning into stone. Your shoulders, hips, spine, they're all stiffening while you think you're staying mobile. This gradual loss of flexibility isn't just about comfort. It's about function. It's about being able to look over your shoulder while driving, reach for items on high shelves, or put on your own socks. Lose your flexibility and you lose pieces of your independence, one small task at a time. Patricia walked 5 miles daily and considered herself very active. But she started noticing troubling changes. Getting out of bed felt stiff. Turning her head while driving was uncomfortable. Reaching behind her back became impossible. "I felt like the Tin Man from Oz," she laughed, but it wasn't funny when simple tasks became struggles. Her doctor's response: "You need to stretch, not just walk." Patricia was shocked. She thought walking was enough. But walking only moves your body in one plane of motion, while life requires movement in all directions. Patricia added just 10 minutes of stretching to her morning routine. Gentle neck turns, shoulder rolls, hip circles, spine twists. Within weeks, she felt fluid again, like someone had oiled her joints. Test yourself right now. Without bending your knees, reach toward your toes. Can you easily look over both shoulders? Can you reach behind your back? If any of these feel tight or impossible, walking isn't giving you what you need. The truth is uncomfortable but clear. Walking maintains one type of movement while letting everything else deteriorate. And once you lose flexibility, getting it back is much harder than maintaining it. Finding this eye-opening? Drop a 3 in the comments. 4. Core strength, your body's hidden foundation. Walking doesn't strengthen your core at all, and after 70, a weak core becomes the root of countless problems: back pain, poor posture, increased fall risk, and loss of confidence. Your core isn't just about having abs. It's the powerhouse that supports your spine, maintains your posture, and gives you the stability to move through life without pain. When it's weak, everything else suffers. Richard walked faithfully every day, but noticed his posture getting worse and worse. His shoulders rounded forward, his head jutted out, his back ached constantly. "I looked like a human ? He said, and the pain was affecting everything: my sleep, my mood, my confidence. His physical therapist delivered the hard truth. Walking doesn't engage your deep core muscles. You need specific exercises to strengthen what supports your spine. Richard started with simple core work: wall planks, seated spinal twists, deep breathing exercises that engaged his abdominal muscles. The change was dramatic. His posture improved, his pain disappeared, and he stood taller with more confidence. Quick test: stand against a wall. Can your head, shoulders and bottom all touch it comfortably? If this feels impossible or uncomfortable, your posture is already compromised and walking won't fix it. Poor posture isn't just about appearance. It affects how you breathe, how you balance, how others perceive you, and how you perceive yourself. It literally ages you from the inside out. Core strength gives you the foundation for everything else. Without it, you're building your health on quicksand. Still learning something new? Comment 4 below. Chapter 5. Movement Variety. The secret doctors rarely discuss. Here's the final piece that might shock you most. Doing the same exercise every day, even walking, actually makes you more fragile, not stronger. Your body adapts to repetitive motion and stops improving. Worse, it becomes vulnerable to anything outside that narrow pattern. Walking uses the same muscles in the same way, over and over. Meanwhile, other crucial muscle groups weaken from neglect. This creates dangerous imbalances that actually increase your injury risk. Dorothy was a dedicated walker who developed knee pain that eventually forced her to stop. "I couldn't understand it," she said. "I was doing everything right, walking every day, staying active. How could I get injured?" Her doctor explained the uncomfortable truth. Repetitive motion without variety creates overuse injuries and muscle imbalances. Dorothy needed to challenge her body in different ways to stay truly healthy. She added swimming twice a week, some gentle yoga, and occasional cycling. Not only did her knee pain disappear, but she felt stronger and more capable than she had in years. The principle is simple but powerful. Your body needs varied challenges to stay resilient. Walking alone creates a fit but fragile body, strong in one pattern but weak everywhere else. Swimming, cycling, dancing, tai chi, yoga. These activities use different muscles, different movement patterns, different balance challenges. They create a robust, adaptable body that can handle whatever life throws at you. This might be the most important point of all, yet it's the one least talked about. Variety isn't just nice to have, it's essential for long-term health and independence. Ready to make a change? Comment 5 to show you're committed. The truth. They don't want you to know. Walking is good. Don't stop walking. But if it's your only exercise, you're playing a dangerous game with your future. While you think you're staying healthy, you're actually becoming strong in one area and weak in all the others that matter most. The seniors who maintain their independence, vitality and confidence into their 80s and 90s have one thing in common. They moved their bodies in multiple ways. They challenged their strength, their balance, their flexibility, their core and their coordination. Here's what I want you to do this week, and it might save your independence. Pick the area where you're weakest. Maybe you couldn't stand on one foot. Start there. Maybe you couldn't reach your toes. Begin with flexibility. Maybe standing from a chair was hard. Time for strength training. Start small, but start today. Because every day you wait is another day your body gets a little weaker, a little stiffer, a little less capable. Your future self, the one who's still living independently, traveling, gardening, playing with grandchildren at 85, is depending on what you do right now. Which area will you focus on first? Tell me in the comments below and explain why you chose it. I read every single comment, and your commitment will inspire others who are struggling with the same challenges. If this video opened your eyes to something crucial, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs this wake-up call. Subscribe and hit that bell because we're going to keep revealing the health truths that most people never hear. Remember, the choices you make today will determine whether you age powerfully or become powerless. The time to act is now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we reveal the single most dangerous myth about senior nutrition that's keeping millions of older adults weak and vulnerable.